Hello everyone, welcome back to ATP Creative Corner. In today's video, I am making a phone wallet. This phone wallet has a magnetic button for closure, has a main pocket and a zipper pocket where you can keep your card, money and coins. You can keep your phone in the main pocket. Before we begin with the tutorial, please hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. Okay, let's get started. First, I am going to take 3 rectangular pieces of fabric from my old jeans, whose width is 6 inches and length is 9 inches. I have taken a zip of 9 inches in length. Next, on one of the rectangular piece, I am going to mark a point 1.5 inches from the top. Now I am going to draw a straight line along these points. I'll cut the fabric along this line. Next, I am going to place the zipper with its right sides facing downwards like this. I am using sewing clips to keep them in place. And I'll give a straight stitch here. Now it's done. Next, I am going to keep the right side of the zipper on this piece of fabric like this. I am using sewing clips to keep both in place. I'll give a straight stitch here. Now it's done. Now I'll give top stitch on both the sides. Now I am going to take the second rectangular piece of fabric and keep the pocket piece on top of it like this. And I'll give stitch on all 4 sides. Once done, it will look like this. So the outer pocket is ready. Next, I am going to take the third rectangular piece and keep it on top of the pocket piece such that their right sides are facing each other, and give a straight stitch on this side. Now it's done. Next, for the flap, I have taken one rectangular piece of main fabric, that is my old jeans, and another piece of fabric as lining piece. Both are of same dimension, 6 inches across 9 inches. Now I'll keep both the fabric one on top of other such that the right sides are facing each other like this. Now I'll mark a point 3 inches from the top on both the sides like this. Another point 4.5 inches from the top at the center like this. I'll join these points with the straight lines. I'll draw 2 lines with 1/4 inch from the sides like this. I'll give a stitch on this drawn line. Once done, it will look like this. Now I'll cut the extra fabric, leaving 1/4 inch from the stitch. I'll give small notches at the corners like this. Now I'll turn it inside out. Next, I'll give top stitch on these 4 sides. Now it's done. and our flap is ready. Next, I am going to join the flap to the wallet. For that, I am going to place the right side of this flap like this at the center, so that there is 1/4 inch of seam allowance on both the sides. Now I'll give a straight stitch here. Now the flap is attached. Outer side of the wallet is ready now. Next is to sieve the lining for the wallet, which is going to seal all the raw edges. For the lining, I am going to keep the wallet open and measure the length, which is 11.5 inches, and the width should be 9 inches. I have taken a lining fabric of same measurements, 9 inches across 11.5 inches. Next, I am going to keep the lining fabric such that the right side of the lining and the wallet are facing each other like this. I am going to use straight stitch on these two sides. Now it's done. Now I am going to fold the lining part from the center like this, such that the lining part and the wallet part are on the either sides. Next, I am going to fold the flap like this to keep it away from the stitch. And I'll make sure that the seams are one on top of the other, and I'll place the sieving clips here. Similarly on the other side. Next, I'll give a straight stitch on this side. Now it's done. On the other side, I'm going to give a straight stitch, and on the lining part I'll keep 2 to 2.5 inches open unstitched. Once done, it will look something like this. Now through this gap, I'm going to turn the right side of the wallet outwards. Now I'll fold the fabric 1/4 inch inside like this and give a straight stitch on top. Now it's done. I'm going to push the lining fabric inside the wallet like this. I'll give a top stitch starting from this point until we reach this point. Now it's done. Lastly, I am going to use magnetic button on the flap. For that, I am going to mark the midpoint on the flap. Next I am going to select the position where I want the magnetic button to be, and using the sieve ripper I am going to make 2 holes. Next I'll insert the magnetic button through these holes like this. This way the magnetic button is attached now. Now to fix the other side of the button, using sketch pen I am going to make a mark like this. Now I'll highlight this mark and I'll draw 2 lines, and using sieve ripper I am going to cut the fabric along these small lines like this. And I'll insert the other side of the button like this. And it's done. To hide this part of the button, I've made a fabric flower from the lining fabric. I have already made a tutorial on how you can make a fabric flower like this. I'll give the link in the description box below. I'm using fabric glue to stick this flower on the wallet. And our wallet is ready. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.